So here we are at Luminopolis. We're talking about Zeitgeist, and the fact that it's a story about human evolution, really, and trying to piece together the bits of the puzzle so we know. Because I think if you know where you've come from, you can know where you need to go to. Can you talk to me about what you think about Zeitgeist and your thoughts on that?
Zeitgeist was an amazing film because it's trying to draw parallels between ancient wisdom in ancient times and other myths and legends. We have evidence from the past, and we're kind of reliving certain elements of the past through modern life, but we don't really know what people thought of in those times. And whilst we can draw parallels, we don't really know whether at that time there was any true link. We're only piecing together all the bits of the puzzle. We're modern people in search of lots of answers, but of course every time we get answers there are more questions.
What do you think? What do you think is currently happening, socially and politically? What's your opinion?
There are a number of different threads going on. We have a kind of merging of all the bloodlines in a sense because of mass migration and international travel with aeroplanes, etc. We've kind of got to know each other in the planet and come to understand each other. Also, bloodlines are being mixed. Lots of interracial tribes are getting merged with other tribes. Although, if you go to all parts of the planet, there are still people who've never met anybody else apart from their brother, their sister, their other people in their village. We have within the Western democracy a current collapse of the system. But one thing that always occurs to me is the similarities that have pertained in people, and sometimes I still imagine what would I be like, what would I have been like if I'd been 200 years ago? Would I have been at the dockside in Tilbury stopping the slave ships, or would I have been, who is this, the elements of each person, how are they really changed that much through time, or is it merely our external appearance? I believe that to be so. I believe the current swell of consciousness is happening and is amazing, but it seems to be only in the post-industrial societies, and it's to enable us to heal from the damage we've caused by industrialisation and the abuse of children to create wealth, colonialism, etc. I'm excited. I'm not fearful of 2012 at all, and I will not feed into doom and gloom. I work a lot with children, and I'm constantly reminding them, look, we're on a planet, we're part of a universe, let's look back, let's look down on our planet, try and nurture understanding and compassion for others, and take everything down to grassroots level, the interaction between the person you're sitting next to on the bus, because those interactions open out. The wars, etc., are sad, but I feel the economic collapse and everything that's happening now are making everybody just stop and look. Well, hold on a minute. What's it all about? Are we actually getting anywhere? Everyone's really taking stock right now, and it's so exciting. I'm really excited to be part of this time now. I'm a modern woman in a modern time, and I kind of, sometimes as a British person, I kind of feel that Victorian tinge in myself as well. I live in a Victorian house, an age of where we were colonising so much of the planet. But here now in Britain, in this culture, I'm excited. I'm excited about the future, and I pass that on to the kids that I teach. I say, come on, let's be positive, and also just be confident and feel protected. Mother Sky and Father Earth, and to work on confidence, to look beyond money, to be grateful for everything that we've got. I spent lots of time travelling all over the world, and we have so much to be grateful for. So love and gratitude is a really good starting point for everything else. Compassion and understanding for everybody, and maybe it's a judgment of mine, but I feel everybody has a duty on some level to do something for others to help make the world better.
What makes you think that? Why do you say that?
If you want to live another day, then that's the future. invest in it emotionally and not financially. Invest in it with your thoughts and how you are to each other human being, because every interaction, it expands out. It's like you touch the middle of the pond and the concentric circles ripple out. We all know that, the cause and effect of everything. So more and more people are realising and accepting that everything is connected. I kind of feel, that's reality with global warming, etc. And we're having to really accept that it's here in our face. The rain is on our face, the cold is on our face, the heat is on our face. So people having to peel away the layers of protection and isolation, and really, things are changing, and some of them are not so good. The planet will remain. Whether it still wants to have us is another story. Yeah.
Seeing as society is all one and we're all connected with MPs and all stratas of society, what do you think about any decision-making processes that we have as a society for changing and formulating our future? What do you think about that, the current mechanics that are in place, and how do you think they can be sharpened and improved? Any thoughts on that at all?
We operate within a democracy. People don't feel, there is constant frustration, and it does need to be addressed. The thing is, the planet has a very, very large population, and organisation of large amounts of people has to be undertaken. But more and more people are finding working in smaller units and interacting with each other on a smaller level, it is possible. I always have a personal fear about things like anarchy, because I don't have many fears, but I do fear, and I do see advantage taken of those who are disadvantaged. And in a democratic society, a truly democratic society, we're taking care of everybody. So any extra surplus of capital goes to help children or the elderly. That's a truly fantastic society. If you go to the rainforest of the Cameroon, to some of the Pygmy tribes, they have a truly egalitarian society. You will never see an old person without food, without care. There is a vague hierarchy, but more to do with age. But they don't look down on another person due to their job. They're all working together. And another thing in the rainforest is everything they make is out of nature. And when they leave a village, after a few years, you don't even know they've been there. They live in harmony.
How do you think we could get to a model that better reflects what people really want?
Okay, one, we have to accept maybe levelling out our standard of living. Those with an excess of capital and extra large living space need to share it out, and maybe some social policy may be encouraged. I wouldn't ever be one to force people to do that, but just a way of being in society where to share things out more. Maybe higher taxes for those earning, because we've got to stop the excesses. We all know that there's an imbalance, and I think the only way for harmony for everybody is a sharing out of that excess, a reduction in profit, an appreciation of people really doing ground level work, those caring for health, teachers, or whatever it is, and also acceptance of plants as medicines, opening up, letting go of the fear, stop suppressing plants, stop living in a fearful society, trusting the humans who live here to manage things and guide themselves a bit more. Yeah, it's okay, we can do that. And to allow children to stop making children full of fear as well. Let go of those fear around children, because they're picking up on that. We're bringing up children who are scared to interact.